When people said that giving your kids participation trophies would pussify them, here's the fucking proof. Okay, as you guys know, I hate hypocrites. Well, one great place to find them and call them out for this bullshit: politics. I'll give you a perfect example. This guy named Joe Walsh on Twitter, at Walsh Freedom, in case you were wondering, on October 26, 2016, he tweeted, "On November 8th, I'm voting for Trump. On November 9th, if Trump loses, I'm grabbing my musket. You in?" Jake Tapper replied, "What exactly does that mean?" Walsh replied, "It means protesting, participating in acts of civil disobedience, doing what it takes to get our country back." Well, when the anti-Trump protests started, he tweeted a link talking about 5 people being shot during a protest in Seattle. He captioned it with, "These anti-Trump crybabies need to accept their election results and show respect." Really, motherfucker? You want to talk about accepting results when you threaten to grab your musket if he didn't win? Are you that stupid? Were you dropped on your head as a child? Because you are literally bitching at them for doing what you threatened to do if he lost. It's like he didn't graduate middle school. This makes my head hurt, this thought process. And I have seen so much of it on Facebook and Twitter. It makes me want to cry sometimes. It's that pathetic. I love it when Republicans say, "He's our president, you have to respect him." No, the fuck I don't. The fact of the matter is they spent 8 years doing everything they could in the House and in Congress to impede President Obama. And also, how many times did we have people protesting Obama? Well, hell, I'm looking at pictures of him burning in an effigy. I see a sign, "Obama, where's your papers?" Let's see. A village in Kenya is missing its idiot. Deport Obama. It's amazing. This dumb bitch is probably the same person that was supporting Ted Cruz, who had less qualifications to be president of this country than Obama. Think about it. Ted Cruz's father, Cuban. Ted Cruz's mother, Canadian. Ted Cruz was born in Canada. Yes, he became an American citizen, but still, he was not born here. Therefore, not qualified to be president, just like Arnold Schwarzenegger couldn't be president. But Obama, look at him. Yes, his father's Kenyan, but his mom, American. And he was born in Hawaii. Therefore, there you go. He's eligible. But no, these are the idiots that would support Ted Cruz. Which I do admit, I kind of miss his campaign because it was weird as hell. Oh, and here's a picture of Obama photoshopped on a witch doctor. Yeah, not racist at all. Or the sign hanging near Obama with a noose. Yeah, you're racist. These are the same people saying, "Oh, Trump's not a racist, all this and that." You want to say he's not a racist? That's fine. Maybe he's not. Maybe. Just maybe. He said all that shit to get the bigot votes, and that's it. Maybe. Just fucking maybe. But we'll find out, I guess. As you can see in one of my previous videos, I am completely fine with legal protesting. It's one of our rights. What I don't like is when you destroy shit, burn shit, and attack people. That is not a protest. That is a riot, and it needs to stop. How are we supposed to progress as a society when every time people don't get their way, they go and tear crap up? It's got to stop. It doesn't help your point. And people bitch and moan about Black Lives Matter protesting, tearing shit up. But then they're the same ones out there breaking windows, spray painting, anti-Trump stuff. If you don't like Trump, that's fine. Go for it. I don't like him either. I don't like Hillary either. But that doesn't matter. That's not the point. You're protesting, not rioting. You do not need spray paint when you go on a protest. The only paint you need is when you make your signs. After that, knock it the hell off. It just makes me so mad that I see these protests and it's like 5 shot in Seattle. Well, what'd they do? Well, they started burning shit, breaking windows. Yeah, that'll happen. It needs to stop. Just look back at the Million Man March back with Martin Luther King. You got a million pissed off black people marching in D.C. I didn't see riots. I didn't see cars burning, windows broken, people beaten in the streets. Stop it. You're supposed to be adults. Act like it. Speaking of supposed to be an adult, what's with these college kids? That's what they are. Fucking children. That needed to take a day off from college because they were triggered by the election. Or what about the ones that are getting service dogs to help them cope? Look, like I said, I don't like the guy either. But think about this, okay? Look at this vice president, Mike Pence. One of the most anti-LGBT people I've ever seen. Just do a quick Google search. You can pause the video. I'll wait. I'll be here. Go ahead.
Well, we're waiting.
Okay, you done with that? Good. Here's what you've probably found. His track record with the LGBT community. He's proposed and supported some of the most anti-LGBT equal rights bills in the history of this country. He has also stood opposed to some of the most pro-LGBT equal rights bills in this country's history. He is a giant bigot. If something were to happen to Trump, be it impeachment or a JFK style situation, I dare not say the word because, well, the NSA is listening. Think about it. If something happened, we would be dealing with Pence. Do you really want to risk that? I sure as hell don't. I have friends and family that are LGBT, and I will die to protect their rights. Okay? So do not fuck it up so bad that we have one of the most homophobic, conservative, right-wing Christian presidents you could ever stand to see. It cannot happen. We cannot let that guy become president. So just relax, take a breath, look at a bigger picture, and just realize for some people it could be a whole fuck ton worse. Okay? Okay, there's such a thing as going too far. When people said that giving your kids participation trophies would pussify them, here's the fucking proof. The day after the election, there were people in university so triggered that they needed to take a day off school so that they could cope with the results. There was even a university that canceled midterms for those that were triggered and didn't think they could come to class. There's also a university bringing in support dogs for them because they're so triggered. There's one bringing in coloring books, counselors, and of course the ever popular safe space. So yeah, like I said, these kids that are this triggered and this upset and offended, these are the ones that got participation trophies for losing. Everybody that said giving somebody a participation trophy would pussify them was right, and here's the proof. Your kids can't grow the fuck up enough between high school and college to make any rational decision. They can't accept the consequences. They can't cope because they've been coddled by these hippy-dippy parents that, oh, we can't do that. It might hurt their self-esteem. Screw you. This needs to stop, because if it continues, progressive generations are going to get more pussified, and to the point any country threatens us, well, just give in, give them what they want, don't make them mad. Well, fuck you, sunshine, because the fact of the matter is, no. You need to grow up. You are a problem in society. You either need to get out or get with the program, because guess what? The real world, once you're out of college and university, it's going to kick your ass, because you can't cope with anything different or contrary to your beliefs. You are pathetic. You are sad human beings if you get triggered by an election, by anything. Now, don't get me wrong. I can understand getting triggered about certain things with like PTSD and all that. That's one thing. But this is pathetic. Grow up. Because if you don't, you will amount to jack shit. And odds are, these are the ones majoring in gender studies, which are, bullshit degrees that, well, the best they could get you is a burger flipper at McDonald's. Because they're sure as hell not going to get you an executive position at a big firm of any sort or a bank, because you have no marketable skills because you chose a bullshit major. So I hope one of y'all watched and I triggered you, because you're pathetic human beings.